Hey. I
Okay.
hate that so much.
Jesus. No, he just
Uh,
adds to the creepiness, the vibe. It's
Honestly, he sets the mood.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think you could say it sets the mood.
Jump straight into it. I have a list of like 2 shows that I want to talk about
Okay.
that I did some like slight research on, but there are other shows that I feel like is more like memorable, I guess, for like a
Mhm.
global audience because it's those shows are it's like what is that one called again? Like Courage the Cowardly Dog or something
Oh fuck yeah.
like that. And there's this other one that I don't know if you probably have seen it, I feel like. In Norwegian, it's called like Gruesome Grøssere or something. Hang on. Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids.
What?
Have you heard about that one?
No?
It's fucking terrifying. Okay, well,
What is
anyway. That's a different one to talk about. I did not write that one on my like list, but I feel like because I wanted to talk about 2 Norwegian shows, which are people don't know about unless you are Norwegian.
I'm sorry, I'm looking up that show. Interesting.
Very creepy. Like not in a good way.
It looks weird. Like I don't know who this guy is, this old guy. I don't like it.
He's the guy who tells the stories to this kid. Like it's like this scary thing is meant to like scare kids. It's based on I think it's from 2000, produced in England, and it was sent in Norway. For some weird reason, they decided to give kids trauma because why not? I guess.
Ran for 13 years? Good God.
It's so weird. I don't understand how it's. Oh no. No, I remember coming home from school and it being one of the first things that was on TV when you came home from school and turned the TV on. Like if you were watching the NRK stuff. And growing up, we had like 3 TV channels for a long time, and I remember just turning on and just turning it right off when this happened because the intro to this terrifying, absolutely disgusting.
I think this didn't get as big here because we had Tales from the Crypt Keeper,
Okay.
which sounds pretty much like the same thing.
It's just like scary stories, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
each episode had like a creepy story to scare kids.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a puppet of a mummy that told scary stories to kids. Brad Pitt was in it. Holy shit.
What?
I don't know how he's been like young ass Brad Pitt. Holy crap.
Creepy. I need to tell you about the intro because I remember the intro well. That thing gets ingrained into your brain. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm scared.
I can get into it now. I haven't researched it. I haven't written this down, so I'm going off the top of my head at the moment.
Yeah, just
It's
we're doing this on vibes.
imagine you come home from school, you're like in 4th grade, maybe something like that. It's been a long day. You've been beefing with one of the other students, or they've been trying to beef with you, and you're just like, no, Patricia, we're not doing that. Not today. No, I'm going home. No.
Today,
And then
Patricia.
you get home, Patricia. So you get home and you put your bag away, and then you sit down on the couch and you turn the TV on, and the first thing you see is this. What's it like? This organ music. That's the vibe, at least in my head when I think about this. And there's this guy. Well, this kid. He's like, say he's 10 years old or something. Animated, and it's raining. He's walking outside. He's going towards a theater. Inside this theater or cinema, it's very dark, and I feel like it would be like the air is moist, like when it's raining and the air just gets misty type of thing.
Huh?
It's just dark. He walks by movie posters, and then he sits down inside the cinema, and you see behind the cinema screen like the guy who is running this whole thing, and this room that he's in, like it has all of the movies on tape, so these like round metal things that has the film on it.
Huh?
And trying to find something, like it's dusty, and then puts on something. The boy sits down. He has presumably popcorn, you would think. Turns out it's not popcorn. It's like all kinds of bugs or something. like things like crawling around and he's just eating it, watching this movie that's being shown to him. It's very disturbing. Creepy, traumatizing. I will say traumatizing a lot during this segment.
You lost me at first. You said the air is moist, and you lost me there. And then I don't do bugs. No, I'm good.
As this bowl of popcorn, that's not popcorn, and it's that's the thing that got me. I think as a kid when he was just like eating the bucket of creepy crawlers. I feel. And the old guy that you see on the photo is the guy who runs the cinema, and he has like a little friend that's a spider. He's really mean to it. I remember he's like his assistant or something, and he's just being really mean to it. Like the only good thing to come out of that show is that spider, if I remember correctly.
Why is he so? Why would he be so mean?
Because he shows weird shit to kids. Okay, what do you expect?
Sure, that's true. This is an old man in a movie theater showing horror shit to children. Yeah. Also, somebody should look at this man's search history.
Yeah, I would not feel safe having him living in my neighborhood. Out of people I would not want in the neighborhood, this is one of them. Yeah, for sure.
He's that neighbor.
Yeah.
He's that neighbor.
Don't trust him. That's my take on that. And then whatever movie is being shown to this kid is what we end up seeing too. So like stories of kids who misbehave and then something horrible happens to them. It ends like, oh, don't do this, kids, because you will be eaten by a bunch of bees. I don't know.
So it's the old weird guy in a movie theater.
Yeah. And then he has this awful, I think I remember him having like an evil laugh or something, like a creepy laugh, not necessarily evil, but just like creepy. The creepy vibes. Just don't let your kids go to a movie theater run by an old dude that's closed down. I would say don't do that. That's the moral of the story.
I'm looking at the picture of this guy. Mm-hmm. Like I see the spider. Spider's cute. Spider's very unassuming, very happy. He's got little fangs. Adorable.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I'm assuming this was claymation because it looks like it.
Yeah.
Old.
Probably. It's like stop motion claymation.
I don't know whoever did the character design for this old guy. I was gonna say needs to be shot, but needs to not do children's shows ever again.
They have the intro on YouTube. I don't even want to watch it because I feel like I
wait. Do you have a link?
Yeah.
Send me the link.
I just saw the preview. Link. Okay, hang on. You can try to describe it if you want to, because now I just done it off by memory, and I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to remember what it actually was.
I have an ad. All right, I have a grocery store ad. Okay. So this child looks 13 and 30 at the same time. What the fuck? Why are you walking like that? I'm sorry. What? What is that? What? Okay, so first, the walking animation. My man needs to get checked for scoliosis. The second, the voice acting. I don't even know if I can do that kind of British accent. What was that?
No, weird. How do you feel now after experiencing this?
Violated.
Exactly, because it's creepy as hell.
Yeah. Like, he just kind of, like, not even, like, the cool, like, you know how when you see, like, the shadow of, like, Nosferatu for the first time, and it's like, nah, but it's, like, a cool, yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
I feel like that's what they were trying to do when he, like, walked across the screen in the back, but no.
It's just a no. Don't do it. Why was this made? Why was this approved? Why was this shown? And for so long.
Approved for so long.
So long.
That's another thing. Year. This was the 2000s. We knew better.
Did we though? Maybe. We should have. And this is why I want to get into my first show that I've actually, written down and want to talk about.
Okay.
Because in Norway, so we're going far back in time, far enough to like TV, birth of TV in Norway. I'm guessing it is. And before I start talking about this show, I need to clarify that I will be using the word trauma and traumatizing, and these words were used to describe the show when it came out, and every time it was shown, because it would keep coming back for some weird reason. So this is a historically used word for the show, even if it didn't actually cause trauma or any form of the word's meaning of it. Mm-hmm. Parents were, protective, I guess.
What years
In
was this like
1969.
oh, so we're in the like full satanic panic.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite satanic. Close enough.
This show is Norwegian and commonly known as Pompel and Pilt, which that doesn't mean anything. It's just the name of the characters that were like, I don't know, they were trying to do something quirky with it, I guess. I think the show was actually called Reparatørene kommer, which means the repairmen are coming.
Okay.
Scary already. And it is a Norwegian kids puppet show that aired from the 10th of October 1969 on our governmental stated funded TV channel, the only channel we had for a long time, called NRK, and it finished on the 7th of November in 1969. So it has only 5 episodes, but it managed to become historically iconic. It was shown the years, okay, stay with me. 1969, 1973, 1976, 1979, 1985, and for the last time in 1994. So they were hammering this show into kids' brains in the 70s, to be honest. It was meant to be a different viewing experience for kids when it came out, because in this time, kids' TV was educational, so like brush your teeth, don't hit your siblings, go to school, like these types of things. And they wanted to make something that was for pure entertainment. So this wasn't educational. It was just supposed to be a fun puppet show for kids. But every time the show was sent on TV, debate would come up saying it was too scary or too traumatizing due to the visuals of the characters and the way that they were talking. So I remember, if I'm correct, that they would talk very slow and with a very low voice, which already kids don't like.
It is a choice.
And so I had to ask how to explain their looks, like what they look like, these characters. And it gave me this answer, which I feel, sure, fair. Pompel and Pilt were human-like puppets with exaggerated, slightly grotesque features. Both had oversized heads, pale complexions, and wide, staring eyes that gave them a somewhat eerie expression. Their hair was stiff and scruffy, almost like wiry wigs. Pilt was thinner and lankier, dressed in a tight, dark outfit that made him look stretched and awkward. His face was long, with a pointed nose and a mischievous, almost nervous look. Pompel was stockier, shorter, and more round-faced. With a broader nose, heavier features, he wore looser clothing, giving him a clumsier, more bumbling appearance. Both had stiff, jerky movements, typical of the 1960s puppetry, and their design deliberately avoided being cute instead leaning into surreal, slightly unsettling aesthetic. A good start to a kids' TV show, right?
So they purposely were like, there's too much cute shit in the world. We're gonna make it weird.
Yeah, make it weird, uneducational, and just everything that kids don't want to see.
You know those TV shows that are doing well? We're not gonna do that.
I'm gonna do something different. I'm a little bit different. I don't want to do that. So there would be a ton of mail sent to NRK each time that they were screening this show. Like every year that they did the screening of this, parents would complain about it. Some kids liked the show, but the majority thought it was too scary. So parents thought the show was not meant for kids to see, as it would cause trauma. But not everyone agreed with that critique, of course, because they're going to be like, no, it doesn't. We'll keep showing it. Like, what do you mean? We'll just wait a couple of more years and then we'll show it to like the next generation of kids.
We're ahead of our time. This generation doesn't appreciate art.
It was just basically about 2 repairmen and their jobs and 2 other characters that they meet on these jobs, and that's it. It's only 5 episodes. I don't know. If you live in Norway, you would be able to watch this back on tv.nrk.no, but I do believe it's also available on YouTube, if you for some weird reason want to look it up. I'll send you I don't know if you can access the NRK thing, but just so you can see. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck are those? What is that? What is that?
Nightmare-infusing
What is that? Wait.
puppets.
What is?
When I thought about the topic for this,
wait. Oh, hold on. I need a thing on the right. What is this? Who is that? Why is that? What is that?
I think that's the caretaker, or what do you call that? like the person that like a groundkeeper, like something like that.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, when you said that they decided not to go with the like cute look, you know what? Success. They did that. They definitely did that.
Yeah. And it's still like it's still a talked about topic in Norwegian culture, these two puppets being insanely nightmare inducing. And that's the shows I had for you.
Woo! Children's shows.
Woo! Children's shows. There's so much more to uncover, but that's a few of them. Like
It shows back in the day where they were out to get y'all.
I feel like this comes from I feel like it comes from the time where you know that fairy tales come from, which were basically made just
Yeah.
to scare children to not go into the woods and die.
Dude, I remember reading the actual version of fairy tales for the first time, and I was like, what the fuck is this? But they didn't say that because I was like 12. But when I first read Cinderella and they're like
Uh-huh.
cutting off parts of their feet to fit in the
Yeah.
shoes, that's fucking wild. That's wild.
It's very dark. It's very dark. Right. So that's it for that.